Hi there, folks, and welcome to the online coffee break. Martha Fraser here, and you're very welcome. So, over the last few days, I have been doing the online coffee break, and we have been just showing up every day and talking to business owners and connecting with them and um, letting them vent, seeing how they feel with what's going on, and creating a space for them to I guess, air what's going on for them, ask some questions about how to expand their business online. I'm an online business mentor. I'm the founder of Global Online Stars, a virtual online campus for entrepreneurs to learn how to expand their business online and to shine to their full potential. So I'm here to answer their questions. And I'm very glad to say, hey Laura, I'll bring you in a sec. So I'm very glad to say I got an email last night from someone who came onto the online business coffee break the other day. And she said, thanks a million. She said, I'm up and running now with Zoom. She's a breastfeeding consultant, Nicola from Breastfeeding Support. And she said, I'm doing my breastfeeding support consultations on Zoom online. So it was fantastic to get that feedback yesterday. And so these online coffee breaks are making a difference. They're making an impact, and it's great to know that. So Laura, I'm going to bring you on, and we're going to have a chat. And I'm actually going to do something a bit different today. So let's have a chat. So every day we just show up, we see who shows up, and we go with the flow. But today I'm going to do just a little bit something different. Today is one of the things that I think from yesterday's call, some of the things that came up was the amount of anxiety that people are going through. And just how people are coping with what's going on. And hey, Laura, you're very welcome. So what we want to do today is what I want to do today is I'm going to go through some things that I do, say, with clients when I do one-to-one days where I work with them. And we're just going to do some visualization, we're going to do some relaxation, and we're going to tap into the potential of your business and the future of your business, because a lot of people right now, they're completely disconnected from what their business is, what the potential of their business is. And I'm hearing a lot of people, and I understand it, I'm hearing a lot of people who are afraid to even ask people for money, who are afraid to offer their services. And what I really believe is that we are here to serve in as much as we can in a free way, but we're here to serve even more when we ask people for money, because when you ask people for money, payment happens in the transformation. Welcome. See a few more joining us here. So payment happens in the transformation. When you ask someone for money, they don't just say yes to you, but they say yes to themselves, and they say yes to stepping forward, to taking action and doing something. So when we don't ask people, welcome Laura, when we don't ask people for payment, we really do, what am I trying to say? We really do, we're actually not offering them a service. And I've had a lot of people saying to me in the last couple of days, I can't ask people for money. And if you're saying that, you're actually saying to yourself, I can't be of service to them in a bigger way. Because that's what people need right now. So let's just do our round robin. Let's do a quick intro, and then we're going to do some Q&A, and we're going to do some visualizations as well today. So let's shoot. Laura, oh, we have two Lauras today. We'll give Laura McCreary. Hello, hang on, I'm going to unmute you. Hello.
Hi, Martha, how are you?
I didn't realize it was you. Is this Laura from the Zumba?
Yeah.
I didn't know your surname, so I didn't know you.
I know because I'm I have a foreign accent, so Bakriri is not the surname you would associate
No,
with me at all.
no, exactly. So for everyone who's on the call and watching the replay, this is my Zumba teacher.
Oh,
She's amazing, and actually, you're not just a Zumba teacher. You do amazing classes, actually. Yeah, and I think quite. Uh, Laura does this other class called My Over 40, which is like after you do it, you come out and you feel like you've had a deep physio session. It's amazing. So do you want to? So basically, Laura, what we do on these calls is we do a two-liner elevator pitch: who you are, what you do, who you help. So we go round robin, and then we do Q&A. And today I'm going to add in something a little bit extra. So do you want to tell everyone who you are, even though I kind of just introduced you?
yeah. I'm a fitness instructor and I do all the different classes. So Zumba Strong, kids classes, yeah, mobility, flexibility, hit step, loads of different kind of stuff. But yeah, at the moment, obviously everything was just all stopped, and then I'm just desperately trying to do it online, looking for platforms where I could work things out because of the Facebook and the music license thing going on. Oh, I'm just, yeah, struggling. I tried Zoom yesterday, failed miserably with 12 people waiting for me to figure things out and start the class.
Why did it fail?
Oh, well, I don't know. You see, I thought from all the people that done the Zoom classes and all the advice, I went on laptop, tried to connect my music through my laptop, couldn't figure out how. Nobody could join me on laptop. Then I jumped on my phone, but I don't know if it's connected.
So if you have, this is actually what we might do is finish our round robin, and then I'll come back and I'll answer those questions.
Yes.
Because I know exactly the problem there, so I'll come back and I'll help you.
Okay.
So Laura O'Connell, or other Laura, go ahead.
This could be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey ladies, so my name is Laura. I'm based in Cork. I'm a business and career coach, and I specialize in transition coaching and coaching psychology, and I'm founder of the Cork Entrepreneurs Network.
Brilliant, thanks Laura. And Valerie, you're with us today again. You're very welcome. If you want to come online, you can, or if you want to just listen, you can do that too. Just one of the things that I think I need to start saying is that these are recorded sessions. They will be recorded and they're visible. So I think first of all, it's a plug for your business. And secondly, it's a great way to get visible. It's a great way to get used to video, and it's a great way to get your questions answered. But just to let you know, they will be recorded and they will be.
If I knew that, I would have put some makeup on.
Don't worry about it. Look, honestly, we show.
I look like I was just literally died.
Oh, Laura, you're naturally gorgeous, so don't worry about it. You could be in a sack. You could be in a sack. But look, isn't it funny what comes up when we say that we're going to be recorded? And I think it's really interesting. Come back. I'm
not wearing any makeup, Laura. So
yeah. Well, I have a small bit on now because it's my second call.
No, you can pass that test without makeup. I'm telling you.
I'll pay you later.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably sitting by the window doesn't help.
Yeah, no, you're all gorgeous. All gorgeous. And we're perfect the way we are, right?
Yeah.
So what was I going to say to you? So to come back to your question there about Zoom, one of the things that will happen is that I had a problem last year. Basically, I remember last year or maybe it was even 2 years ago, I was wiping the Nutella off my fingers. Guilty, God. I was running between calls and I had to grab something to eat. Anyway, so I'll be doing the Zumba class later. Anyway, right? So one of the things that happened last year, the year before, I had done a Facebook Messenger call with somebody, and then I came on to do a Zoom call. Actually, I'm just going to mute you for a second. There's nothing, and it's this one here. There we go. So basically, I Oh, there's a lot of feedback. Can you hear that? Just me. A lot of feedback. I'm not sure why.
I think you have me unmuted.
Oh, I just.
Oh, now we can hear her.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I think that's better. Okay, so okay, that's much better. So basically, anyway, so I came from the Facebook Messenger call, and then I came onto the Zoom call, and it wouldn't work. So basically, like the audio or the microphone process on the computer was still attached to the Facebook call, and I actually had to reboot my laptop. So if you're trying to, you were playing music on YouTube or something like that, were you? No, again, sorry, I need to unmute you now. Sorry, go ahead.
Spotify.
On Spotify, so you're playing it on Spotify and you were talking over it, doing the class, was it?
I wasn't even able to connect Spotify on I wasn't even that far on my laptop. I didn't even get to come to the meeting because people were saying that it's showing that I'm in another meeting. So when the link that I tried to use, it wasn't working, but it doesn't matter. Then I jumped on my phone, instead creating new link, everybody got into the meeting, but from my phone, I thought I will be able to play my playlist from the same phone as having the meeting, but that didn't work. Everybody could hear me talking, but they couldn't hear my music playing from the phone.
No, so I mean, what you could do is you could have like a mini, like a boom box alongside you with good audio. And the thing is, like one of my clients, she's a yoga instructor, and last year she went through all of this. You know, the first couple of times you're going to get it wrong, and don't beat yourself up over it. You're going to have mistakes. There's going to be technical issues. I was on a call yesterday. I had to do a talk to a college in Dublin, loads of people on live, and the laptop that I was using, because I go between two laptops, the laptop I was using literally just died, just decided to take a break right in the middle of the talk. And I was like, I had to change laptops and get back on. But I just said to everyone, I jumped on my phone, I was messaging in the group, and I said, I'm still here, I'll be back on 2 seconds. And I just came back on and I said, guys, I said, there's no point in stressing about this. I said, technology is technology. It's going to go wrong. It's how we respond. So basically, my other clients that I was just talking about last year, like she said, like she had this massive resistance going online. It took her ages to actually do her first one. And then when she did it, she made a commitment to show up. So she had to keep turning up. And then she said, oh, you know, I figured out how to place the phone, how to place me. You know, these are all the little steps you have to figure out, you know. And so like, just people understand this is new to you, it's new to them. So what I'd say to you is, okay, so what did you learn and how can you show up again and, you know, do it differently? You know?
Well, I went live on Facebook. We see which I can do with my HitStep classes because the music is not, it's remixed by HitStep, let's say own DJ, so that is allowed to use on the Facebook. Facebook's algorithms don't catch that as, let's say, licensed kind of music, so that's okay.
So any video that's recorded, they're catching the music, are they?
Yes, so the Facebook with let's say with music-led classes like Zumba, you're not allowed to go live on Facebook because Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram recording everything.
Yeah.
And one of the terms and conditions in Zumba that you cannot play your online class on the platform that keeps record of everything you do, let's say, or whatever you play. Now, the Zumba was good enough that they lifted the ban of us going live and doing the classes because before we weren't able to do that, we weren't allowed. So you're not allowed to have your live stream of your class or anything like that. But now in these times they lifted. So that's okay. Now they are, I'm lucky enough, they are actually in process of giving us a new live streaming platform. So they're creating literally, whether it's going to be app thing or something that they're creating for whole Zins all around the world, this new platform where we will be able to stream our classes that way, which is amazing. So I wanted to kind of, everybody's asking me to go online to do the Zumba and stuff. So that's why I tried Zoom, and I just got so frustrated yesterday, just like, well, really frustrated. So I don't know, I might just hold. But I heard before I joined, when I joined, you were talking about payments and everything. And that's my thing. I just feel I cannot ask people for money, but I'm coming around at the moment with this thing in my head. I gonna ask people for donation.
Okay.
And
So what I would say, so before you go into that, so what I have gathered the last few days from talking to different people and just hearing people's comments, and I'm actually going to be interviewing a friend of mine next week who is an abundance wealth coach, and not just wealth as in money, but inner wealth as well. And so, like, I really believe that this is a time to really check in with your mindset, and where you can actually say to yourself, like, when you don't ask people for money, you're actually staying in that framework of lack yourself. You're keeping them in the framework of lack, because what you're saying is that there's no money there, and whereas, like, I mean, what I've done, say, with this workshop that we're starting this afternoon, I put it at a ridiculous low price that I haven't charged in a long time, but I'm still charging. So I think it's about it's creating rules that you're okay with. It's creating offers that you feel are affordable. I mean, the thing is that I think it's still fantastic to show up and be of service in as much of a way as you can, but you still have a business to run. Like one person said to me yesterday, we can't charge in these times. I don't see Aldi giving the food away for free, and you need to go and buy your food, right? So, like, money is just energy. It's an exchange of energy, and it's a level of, like, I know every time any client has ever bought anything off me, that by them even buying it, they're saying, okay, I'm going to go to this next level. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to go online. Yes, I can do it. And when you don't offer, when you don't ask for money, let's just do a role play of going through this donation process, right? So you're going to ask, can you, you can do this Zumba class, but will you donate? You're not, when it's kind of, you can pay, you don't have to pay. You're not putting the question on me. First of all, when you ask me for money, what goes through my head? First of all, do I deserve this class? Do I have the money for this class? Yes, I deserve to pay the money for this class. I'm running the whole household. Like, even if you were to say, right, for the next month, there is you could do a membership, $20 a month, right? And you get access to the group. As long as this Corona thing is going on, you get access to the group and you get all the classes. And you could say, I'm going to do some free classes on my Facebook page. If you don't have that money, come join us on the free classes. But what you can offer in the group is you can offer accountability. You can say, I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock. And if I know that Laura is going to be there at 8 o'clock, I'm going upstairs to put my gym gear on. So, like, I'm turning up in a whole new way. By you saying, you can donate if you want to. It's not, you're not putting that internal question to me, even though people don't realize it, that when they go through the whole pricing process and when they make decisions to pay for something, you're actually saying, I'm enough, I deserve this, and I want to go to the next step. Like my sister, one of my sisters, she wouldn't be financially that well off, and she, there before this crisis, she was going to yoga twice a week, €20. And she said to me, like, she's been really working on herself a lot, and she said to me there recently, she said last year, she said, I would never have spent that money on myself, whereas now I know I'm worth it. And so when you don't ask people for money, you prevent them from asking themselves, are they worth it? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, like I mean, before, like when I first started and when I used to think about selling, I used to always think, God, I was trying to take something from people. You know, I'm selling, I'm trying to sell my products and my services. Um, and honestly, it took me a very long time myself, Laura, to really reframe that, you're being of service, and you're asking people to bring themselves on a vibrational, energetic level to their next level. You may never have thought about asking for money like that before. I don't know. What do you think?
Makes sense. Yeah. Just listening carefully what you're saying. I understand. Yeah. Just still feel, and you wouldn't believe I was in retail for many years, so you would think I would be a pro at selling and asking for money, but I'm not. All my life I felt bad selling.
But you see, the thing is, you could probably sell anyone else's stuff, but when you're selling your own stuff, it's a reflection of your own inner mindset of what you believe you're worth. Right? And you are worth it. I've been to your classes. You're freaking amazing. You're absolutely amazing. I love going to your classes. I really miss it. And so I think what we'll be doing this later on in the workshop as well. We'll be talking about pricing. But what I would say to you is, after this call, sit down and write out the prices, write out different options, right? And then write out, how do you feel about charging that? How do you feel about donations? How do you think your customers will feel about it? I mean, let's just say, for example, you were to say, right, €5 a month, €10 a month membership, right? And if you said, right, this is what you get X number of classes. Some of them are going to be recorded. I'm going to be live twice a week. I don't know. I just think, do you know what, for me, if I knew you were doing that, it would actually lift my soul, because I have somewhere to go to. I have people to connect with. I have guidance. It's not all on top of me. I'm already a business person, a mother, and now I'm a teacher as well. I can't be my own fitness instructor, right? I need someone to come in and just take that mantle. Because like yesterday, I was on the floor doing my ab exercises, right? And I was like, myself and my sisters are trying to do this 5 minutes a day. And I want that responsibility taken off me. I don't want to I can't be everything. So come in and be the hero for everyone else, please, because we can't be a fitness instructor on top of everything else. So like, when you really begin to believe in what you bring to people, like, and we were talking about this yesterday, like your elevator pitch, like I run a shoe shop. It could be that simple, or it could be, I run the best shoe shop in all of Europe. Our shoes are the most comfortable. You will never ever want to buy anywhere else. Now, when I come to you with the second one, you probably want to come and buy shoes. When I just say I sell shoes, doesn't sound that convincing, right? But when you understand the value of what you bring to people, I transform. I'm not just a fitness instructor. I transform lives. I transform bodies. I bring them to the next level of their full potential, so they can be the mother, the business owner they want to be, and the most beautiful woman they want to be, right? So when you bring that, friggin' hell, I would gladly sign up for your membership, please.
I just feel like I can't offer good service at the moment because it's at home. I have myself 3 small kids, so they could be
stop. Okay, good service is you just turning up, right? So you could get up in the morning, you could do the recordings early, you could have a class at 7 a.m. while the kids are asleep. You could record them and just upload them, or you could just go live once a week, right? You need to write down what is possible for you. And when you say, I can't do a good class, like I said this yesterday, it's not about the technology. It's about what the people leave with. It's not about you. In your head, a good class is in the studio with the lights, with the music and everything. in your head perfect. But what a good class to the people who turn up is how they feel when they leave. Do you know?
Yeah, you see, I'm probably egoistically feeling as well that I need to see them eyes on Facebook Live, and I'm trying to imagine. I'm very visual, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine that I am, trying to put the faces on the names and trying to imagine myself in the class. And if I see, let's say, 20 eyes, it's like, okay, I'm in the class with 20 people, and that drives me to move as well, because I could be very easily falling off this and just spending time on the couch binging on Netflix. I know it's very easy way to slip into, but I'm trying to motivate myself, and live classes for me, it's the only way. We can also go on YouTube and find somebody to do a few jumping jacks and stuff, but it's not motivating enough. I need to be live with people joining me on that moment. So that's why I'm egoistically myself doing it for myself, because I know for any other way I would not stick to the plan. And that's why I nearly feel like I only need it for myself as much as others needs. So like once I know that I committed to a class this time and people will join me, that's the only thing probably keeps me going.
Yeah, and if that's the way, like, you have to find the way that works best for you. And I was just speaking to I did an interview with the Peak Performance guy this morning. Welcome, Louisa. So what I was saying to this guy this morning is, like, I feel last week we're all getting our heads around the timetable. Like this morning, myself and the kids sat down at the table, and we created a timetable together because I lost the plot last night. I just went a bit crazy because things weren't done and blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, from now on, we're kind of going to try and follow the timetable, as a guide. So whatever works for you, Laura, that's really, but like, let's say when you come to the workshop today, we're going to work on, after having this conversation, we're going to work on your pricing, work on what you're going to offer. And we're going to talk about what you can do that makes you feel comfortable. But one of the things, actually, I sent Kim, Kim is another client of mine who runs a dance academy online. My kids were on the floor yesterday and it was brilliant. They were doing her free videos, and I sent her the photos of them. And she was so delighted because she said, oh my God, she said, it's lovely to see that, I'm not just putting it up there and no one's doing it, that people are actually doing it. And the kids loved it. And I loved it because I could hear new terminology I'd never heard before in the background, like a box split and this other type of split. And then actually, guess what? For 30 minutes, I had 30 minutes where I had a cup of tea. I should have probably joined in with them when I was cleaning the kitchen and having a cup of tea. But I got 30 minutes on my own, So I hope this kind of conversation has maybe just helped you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Martha. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you join in today, sorry, I'm plugging my charger. When you join in the workshop today, we're really coming at this from what you want to offer, but what is of benefit to your customers, and how can you provide something that will serve them, even though it's not perfect for you, right? This is what it's all about: serving the customers and keeping us fit. Laura, I don't want to lose the fitness that I had built up, and like I was like, my fitness was already quite low, so I don't want to go back down to where I was. So so I hope that helps. Louisa, you're very welcome. I'll just unmute you for a second.
Yeah. Hi, Martha.
You're very welcome. So this is the online coffee break. We just basically talk to people, we connect in with them, and we see who they are, what they do. Give a shout out to your business, and if you have any questions about developing your business online, like what we're just talking there with Laura about mindset. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, so sorry, I'm just noticing I have blueberries all over my mouth. I'm really sorry.
Right. I had Nutella on my fingers. You're fine.
But so Martha, was introduced to you yesterday on the IHS Live.
Oh yes.
So I came across you, so I've registered for this afternoon's workshop as well. I initially didn't because I just seem to have I know we have a lot of time in our hands, but I seem to have thrown myself into doing an awful lot of stuff to try and keep the business going and to move it virtual. So I'm also a member of Zest for Life
Oh,
as a
brilliant.
nutrition and lifestyle coach. So we do get a lot of training and things like this. But funny, I was looking at it this morning and I came across Neve Burke Nutrition, and she was a girl that popped up on my Facebook feed a few months ago, and I was really impressed by her, and I signed up to one of her keto programs just to see how it worked.
Yes.
And everything seemed to, there was a flow to everything. There was a sort of, you sign on page, you get all the stuff. Yeah, and I kind of said, gosh, she really is smart. She's working, or she's getting paid for stuff that's been done when she's not physically working herself. And that's what interested me, that these online programs generate money.
Yeah, and they don't just generate money, but they help the people who sign up to them and do them, and it's a way, like, at the end of the day, it's literally just a transference of knowledge. It's draining, what I say, draining your brain, giving the knowledge. Do you remember that phrase before? I think it was the phrase before, like, you can't buy experience, but now you can. You can with digital entrepreneurship. You can, transfer your knowledge, and that's what we want to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the workshop today, and see how we can get you going online, Louisa.
Thank you.
We'll do quick questions in a minute. Janice, you're very welcome. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Here we are. Hi.
How are you doing?
Sorry, just joined last minute, and I forgot about it and was flicking through my emails, and then the email reminder was there, so apologies for joining late.
No, you're all right. We're just doing a kind of round robin Q&A. Do you want to give a shout out, Tracy, who you are, what you do?
Yes, I'm Janice Tracy Nutrition. Also met you on the IHS thing yesterday, and nutrition and lifestyle coach. I'm graduating in June as a nutritional therapist.
Oh, well done.
Already operating in the business environment, but with running the business, it was kind of low grades because I was still studying. It was just kind of ticking along, so it's kind of come to the stage now where it almost needs a bit of a relaunch. I was actually going to sign up for your 3-day thing, but I thought I'd leave it till a fortnight's time because I need to do another wee bit of work on my mission, and that's what stood out for me from your presentation yesterday. I do have a bit of a mission and vision, drafted and floating around in my head, but it just needs a wee bit more work done to it.
Yeah, and like what I'd say to you as well is that the thing is that, like, I suppose I'm probably 8 to 10 years now almost kind of working for myself, going between 2 different businesses, pivoting so many times, and you are never going to be 100% clear, and here's the reason why, is because clarity keeps coming. Things constantly change. I constantly, let's say, you will have your ballpark clarity work done, but don't wait for perfection.
No.
Always try and work with what you have right now, and the vision at the start, because like what I was saying yesterday, the vision for me at the start was make money. I didn't have a vision to help people or make an impact or make a difference or any kind of stuff like that. It was just like, okay, how can I make some money so I don't have to go back to corporate, right? That was literally it. And I wouldn't spend, not that I would keep working at it. That's my, but don't stop everything else. Because one of the things that someone said to me there, when you are running a business, you are running a business. You got to do your marketing, you got to do your sales. And I remember my own mother, we used to own a corner shop at home, and you have to do the books every day. You have to check the cash flow every day. So, my mother couldn't close the shop to tune into her vision of the shop. The shop has to keep going every day. Yeah. Right? So what I'd say to you is, and it's funny, so what I'd say to you is do that stuff, but don't stop the other stuff.
Oh no, I won't.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case.
No, the other thing that I struggle with, and I think you talked a wee bit about it yesterday, is with the value, sort of the proposition, the value, you know, how to charge.
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
decent fee.
And it is. And the thing is as well, like, you know, when I first started, I think I started at 80 €80 for my consultations. And I mean, oh my God, like the nutritional therapy consult. So for anyone watching this, I was software engineer 14 years, then retrained as a nutritional therapist, got my business online, then became an online business mentor. So my first part of working for myself was as a nutritional therapist. And so I remember €80, the first consultation was 2 hours itself. I probably had to do 4 hours work on that case in the background. So like, it was less than minimum wage by the time you calculated what you're getting paid. So I think it's really important you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. By the time I was finishing up with my nutritional therapy business, I had VIP clients that were €5,000. So I was, instead of trying to get 10 or 20 nutrition therapy clients, I was going for a handful of clients who wanted to work with me for 6 months or a year. And that, now the thing that I would say is that I really should have taken that area to specialize in, because when I did, I still had too much of a range, and I was still learning. And the thing is, when you're starting off as well, look, you have to start somewhere. But what I'd say to you is constantly be observing yourself, how you're doing, your prices, how you can change, you know, and how you can create your own business. You don't have to model everyone else, you know. But the thing is, like, once you start somewhere, you can always just keep going up and up, you know. So does that help, Janice, a little bit?
No, it does. I think one of the things I probably will struggle a wee bit with is that the rate that I was charging as a nutrition and lifestyle coach was probably somewhat lower, and I'm all of a sudden going to have to, and I want to, you know, raise that substantially. But it'll probably be in line with a bit of a company rebrand anyway.
Yeah,
so
and the thing is as well is that when you come in and create your digital products as well, what you will begin to learn is that your digital products are not just things you can sell on their own, but they're things you can sell with your one-to-one clients as well.
Yeah.
So that when you say it's €150 and this is the package, you're not selling your time, you're selling a package. Right? And it's just it's a whole new learning ground, but it's really focusing on, you know, creating something different, creating your own business model. There are no rules. That is the thing. There are no rules. You can create whichever business model you want. So like one of the things we'll be talking about, well, maybe I'm not sure if we'll go into it, but you know, if you say, right, how much do I want to earn for the year? And then you say, right, how many clients do I want to have? How much time do you have to deliver to those clients, right? So that will help you dictate the business model you create. If you reverse engineer it back from that way, you know, so okay, so I want to earn 50,000 a year. I have 25 hours a week, 40 hours a week. When you reverse engineer your income back, then you can say, right, okay, I can create this business model. Who do I want to work with? What do they need? And how can I deliver it? And how can I charge? And often the charging, it's not the price, but it is the people you are working with, and it is what you're delivering, the transformation of what you're delivering. So if you reverse engineer it back that way, you will come up with a business model that will give you a nice surprise, because it's possibly something you've never thought of, you know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome. Do you want to? Have you got a website? If you all want to put your website in the chat box, actually.
Yeah.
If you don't, no problem. We're doing a website course in a couple of weeks. Yay! That's gonna be fun. Yeah. So, Louisa, do you have a website actually?
No, I don't. I have one in course of construction. It's dormant, but I did see that you were doing a WordPress. It's on WordPress, but it's not ready to go live, and it's another thing that's just annoying me, to be quite honest. But I haven't.
Yeah, and look at yeah, look, I didn't have a website when I first got started either, and you know, it's don't let these things hold you back. As long as you have a PayPal link and you have a social media platform, you can.
Yeah, you said that. I don't have a PayPal link, so I have a Facebook page and a private Facebook page, and I have Instagram, and I have an email list which is about 100 people in it. I'm only fairly new to the business. I
Yeah.
qualified last year, at the end of last year, but I don't have PayPal, so people pay me either physically through SumUp or I give a bank account. But
Okay.
so I need to open up PayPal, do I?
Yeah. So create a PayPal account.
Okay.
And when you go through it, it'll ask you to do business setup. We might walk through that maybe tomorrow in the course. Yeah, so you need to set up your it's really easy, but just yes, definitely create a PayPal account if you don't have one already. Now the PayPal account, I first set it up years ago, my own one. I set it up with my personal email. If I had my time again, I would use my business email, so that I could keep the other one for my personal. I mean, I don't really pay for a lot of stuff for using.
Oh, okay. I have a PayPal account which I use myself.
Yeah. Well, try and set up a separate one.
Different one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that only your business transactions happen in it. It's just make it easier when you log in then for your accounting at the end of the year.
Sure.
They may ask you, I can't remember, once you earn around €2,000 on PayPal, they'll ask you to verify your account with a passport. I don't think they do that at the start. I think you earn some money first. So yeah, so that's it for today. Any other questions, guys, before we finish up or wrap up? We might just do our little visualization. How are you doing there, everybody? Laura, everyone okay? Valerie, you have not come on here. I'm going to force you to turn on your video and come and say hello, because we don't allow anyone hiding online in this world. But you may have walked away from the computer maybe. I was on a webinar the other night. I was listening to a friend of mine, and there you are, and I actually fell asleep in the bed. But you're alive. Okay, unmute yourself there and say hello and introduce yourself.
Are we talking to me?
Yes, I am, Valerie.
All right. Hi. Sorry, I didn't know how to how to bring my picture up. Yeah, I'm completely new to this, so yeah, I'm kind of drifting at the moment. So yeah, out of work because of COVID-19 and whatnot, and kind of thinking, well, I had a really bad cold, so social pariah. Anyway, we're over the cold. I've kind of just been looking after myself over the last week or two. So now I'm trying to think, maybe now is a time to either do some volunteering or do some work for the HSE. So that's something I'm going to look into this afternoon.
Brilliant. Good on you.
Yeah, it's been a bit of self-preservation up till now, and I kind of think I don't have to apologize for that. Do you know, that kind of way?
No way. No. And I think as well, like, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people who are after being laid off right now, and you have to go through the emotion of that. You know, you have to go through the emotion, and we have Laura, our transition expert, here with us. And Laura, do you want to come in and talk about the transition of being laid off right now? Have you any advice for Valerie?
Yes. So I suppose so it's something new for you, and it's about sitting with those feelings and processing them, and trying to spend a bit more time on your focus right now. So anybody who has been laid off and is going through a transitional phase, I always would invite you to look at it as a design time. time for you to create and start building some foundations, to looking ahead to 3 to 5 years time of where you'd like to be and where you'd like to go. So initially you will go through a roller coaster of emotions, but now it's designing and starting off with focusing in on your passions, your skill set, your strengths and your weaknesses and your achievements. And that is really all you'll be able to kind of do for now, and go soft with yourself as well. So that's really it in a nutshell.
That's
Great.
really lovely.
That's really good for focusing, Laura. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really good. Because I suppose I have been very much, "Ooh," and
Yeah.
it's just keep it calm, you know.
Yeah.
So what I'd advise there to do is maybe set up some bit of a commitment or a schedule to your job search every day. I would normally encourage like a 5 by 5, so 5 times a day, 5 days of the week.
Sorry, I can't hear you there. The 5 by 5, can you explain that?
Yeah, so five objectives in relation to your job search, 5 times a day, 5 times a week. Pick your 5 days of the week and spend some time on that. And then you break that down into 70, 30, and 10%. But I can go through all of that in a little bit more detail. But for now, I would like look at focus and designing where you are right now and looking at your focus and directing that to gaining more value from this time.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
One of the things, Valerie, a friend of mine, she's a vision coach, you know, and she talks about vision boards. I would create a skill. Now, I am not a career expert. We've got Laura here for that. I would create a skill board and just write down all the things you've done. You know, kind of do an arts and crafts job of your talents and skills, and you know, let you see it. Let you see everything that you've done, and how valuable you are to the market, you know. And I think the advice Laura has given is brilliant. When this replay is up, come back and watch over Laura's advice, and connect with her on LinkedIn, you know, and I'm sure she's got some good blog posts coming up. She's got a good one, I think, coming this Friday that I've made her do. So yeah, so just and this is why we're here as well. We're here to connect with each other. We're here to help each other, networking as well, and answering your questions, and just helping you maybe just vent maybe some of the shit that's going on right now, because we're in a bit of a shit storm, right? Something we've never experienced before. None of us know really what to do, but we're taking it each step. We're showing up each day, and that's why I'm doing the online coffee break here, showing up to hold a space for you guys, hold an hour of sanity for myself to connect with other adults and talk to real people. And yeah, so look at, if we can all help each other, we'll get through this a little bit faster. So just before we finish off today, I'm just going to do just a little visualization actually. So if you want to just maybe close your eyes and maybe just give me just 5 minutes of your time for a minute. So what we're going to do is just take a deep breath. I think we all need a deep breath. One of the things we've done on our own timetable actually is take 5 every hour on the hour. So let's take our 5 deep breaths, breathing in slowly, breathing out. And as you're connecting with your breath and connecting with you and who you are, allow the air and the oxygen to go in through you as deep as you possibly can and out through you, allowing yourself to connect in with your amazingness, your brilliance, and everything you have been created to be. And sometimes when things are so busy, when the world around us is crumbling and stopping and coming to a halt, but yet the world in our own house is possibly a bit crazy, it can be hard to take that 5 minutes to remember that you were made perfect, you were made to be on this earth, you were made to deliver something amazing to the world, and that you're absolutely perfect the way you are. So remember this, that you are here to do so much more. And every day just showing up and asking for help and support. Show me the way today to lead, to serve, and to give more, and to be more of my own true full potential, because that's all each and every one of us can do. So just opening your eyes, reconnecting with your brilliance, and coming back to the room. So back at you. I think we all need to be reminded that in this craziness, we're here for a reason, and I hope that helped some of you connect with your absolutely fucking amazingness. Sorry, I had to curse. Because I have to remind myself, and like last night I lost the plot with the kids, and I sat down with them today and I said, okay, when I go a bit crazy, you have to turn around and say to me, crazy mommy. And that is my red flag to calm the F down, right? One of the guys, myself and my husband, went to see Tony Robbins last year, and there's this guy who he was the co-host with Tony Robbins. His name is Joseph McClendon III. He's absolutely amazing. Follow him on Instagram, please. He's hilarious. And he is a psychologist, and he's all of these qualified things. And he said to us, when things are bad and when things get really low, he came up with this method to help people. So he got, I don't know, was there 20,000 of us in the arena? I don't know how many people. He got us all to stand up. And then he said, I'm going to walk you through this process. And then they played the music. And he said, now everybody, shake your ass. That was the process, right? That was it. And the thing was, he said, all of my training, he said, this movement cannot help but help people smile. So now I do it with my kids. When I go crazy, they say to me, Mommy, shake your ass. But then we all shake our ass and we all put a smile on our face, and we come back to being happy us again, and the crazy people go away. So I hope today helped. I hope today served you, and I hope you remember that you're all brilliant and amazing. And I will talk to you tomorrow. So give a big wave. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks a million. I'll see you, for all of you who are joining me on the workshop, I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye, bye, bye.